This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Alright, finally found some enemies here. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Shadow Hearts. In the last episode, we went through the ancient ruins and color-coded Roy G. Bived our way to freedom. And now we're in the cave temple to fight another creature inside, similar to the one we fought before. Yeah, I finally found some of these monsters that were running around, finally. God, I ran through it twice and didn't run into anyone. So I actually had to just run around in the short area to around the save spot to get them. So, but anyway, these guys are oingos, ingos, whatever. I think they're oingos, but I could be wrong on that. But yeah, they're basically just color coding. Although the creepy thing about them is those eyes that pop out of the hole sockets. They're very, very scary. I was supposed to, it should be enough damage to finish them off. So. Anyway, we got the Fruit of Yggdrasil dropped from these guys. And yeah, these guys don't... Unfortunately, I've already got all the elements from this place, so I'm just going to have to go back to the ancient temple to finish that off. But anyway, I'm going to keep fighting until I find all the enemies here, and then we'll fight the boss. So I'll be back in a second. Alright, got another new enemy here. Bugs, man. Well, that's their name, buggies. They are wind elemental, so actually Mad Bull would actually be perfect against these guys. They're basically similar to the cockroaches from before and every other reskin, so nothing really unique about them, but I just wanted to show them off. And this should actually, as long as I hit it should finish most of them off, if I recall. Yeah, cockroaches with skulls on their back, which is based off an actual cockroach, if I believe. Like the pattern on its back almost resembles a skull, if I recall. Anyway, these guys drop tissues. Yeah, I kind of wish I had waited till I came here to do the whole tissue thing, but oh well. Anyway, Alice and Yuri gained a level. Oh, we got more malice, so. Alright, on to the next enemy. Alright, finally found the new enemy here. These are penalties. They're light elemental. They basically do the same thing as their previous counterparts. I think they can paralyze you. Nothing too crazy, so we're going to just end their butts. Send them to another dimension, Dragon Ball Z style. I mean, you're basically using Kamehameha on them for all intents and purposes. And Dragon Ball had been out for a while, so why not? Although the idea of the beam shooting out of the hands, I think has been around even before Dragon Ball. It's just that made it more popular, so. But anyway, get some Terra extracts from them. Very nice. We'll use that during the boss fight, possibly. Oh, also off-screen, I think Keith gained a level and it cleared the malice. So, all right, before we start this, let's put on Flare Brooch and make sure everyone has crucifixes and the Mind's Eye. You don't have to quit the Mind's Eye if you're really bad about that. If you're not going to use the Mind's Eye, maybe use the Demon's Earrings and then use, like, the Key to Success item, which is the one that exponentially increases your damage every time you succeed. The only problem with using the Key to Success is that it reduces your Judgement Ring. So it's probably one of those things you want to save for later, or if you've raised your hit area through acupuncture. But I want to save that for the final weapon. Unfortunately, Yuri doesn't get his final weapon until after. Well, actually, I guess I could have waited to do this after getting my final weapon, but I wanted to do this now. So, all right, there's that. And then Keith, we'll go and give you the Thief Earrings, and we can just to increase the money we get from the battle. Monkey Earrings, because he can afford the SP drop. Make sure he has a crucifix as well, and his best weapon or armor. Same with Alice, except obviously take out the Monkey Earrings, because yeah, she can't afford to really have low SP like that. So we'll put the Anne's Cross on her, crucifix, and then we'll go and give her the Priest Earrings, because she's going to be casting a lot of magic during this fight. So, all right, let's go and use a tint on that, and then. Oh, come on. Why does the memory card keep giving me... I have to jiggle it a bit to get it to work. It always does this every time, it seems like. So, all right, let me go and save over that. All right, let's go inside. That looks like another floating angel thing. What's your name this time, buddy? Who disrupts my sleep? Well, call me your alarm clock, buddy, for boss time against Cherubin. He's got 10,000 HP, 990 MP. He's neutral class, drops the Holy Peak Staff, 60,000 experience, and 30,000 cash. He's got 4 heads. 4 heads are better than 1, I guess. And what's fusion? He can use divine punishment, which uses random attack or gives you random afflictions and ring afflictions. This is why we want crucifixes. He has an ability that can reduce this down to 1, and his physical attack does a decent amount of damage. So, all right. So what we want to do is we want to transform into our strongest summon, whoever it is, or fusion, I mean, and we want to use the third keys on them. What the third keys are is they allow us to do multiple rings back to back. If we hit them all, we get 3 attacks. Yeah, and we can get like 600 damage every time I do this. Yeah, see, we just keep going. The 5th key would be the same thing. We get 5 attacks, or, well, 5 rounds of attacks, so that'd be, 15 attacks or whatever. And, now here's comes Divine Punishment. Or if you do 7 keys, same thing, it'd be 21 attacks. So this will severely, so because he has 10,000 HP, I'm doing 1,800, almost 1,800 damage per turn, so we'll severely reduce how long this, because this fight can be long if you do it normally. So that's why I bought a bunch of third keys, and I'm equipping the Mind's Eye on me. But yeah, every turn, because of Divine Punishment, we're basically going to be casting Arc. It's almost mandatory. This is why Alice is sequential for this. I mean, you could use maybe Yuri in his light form, but the thing is, Yuri's basically going to be our attacker. He's our main mode of damage. Keith's here to do support damage and support just in general, like heal or SP or MP if it really comes down to it. And his Bloodsucker does a decent amount of damage, because I think on his physical attack I only do like 220 or something like that. So, yeah, let's keep doing third keys. This is why I didn't want to use the Key of Success, because even though it would do more damage overall, because it lowers your ring status so much, and using the third key and the Mind's Eye, you have to be really good at this game. And I'm decent at this game, but I'm not that good. So if I do this right, I might end up using all of my and there goes the 1 HP damage attack, the triple exclamation point. But if I do this right, I can beat him in let's see. If I do, let's say 2,000 every turn, because if we hit everyone properly, yeah, we'll use Terra Extracts on you just because I got a couple of free ones. So we can do this in 5 turns if we do this properly. So, but we have to hit him every turn. So, oh, that sucks. Mainly because I wasted the third key, because those things are costly. Oh well. This is what happens when sometimes I lose. I lose my attention on where it is, because I'm not doing the thing where I put a piece of tape on the my my TV screen for this. So I'm just going by memory. Unfortunately, that means I could miss every once in a while. There's the physical attack. So yeah, wasted the third key on this guy. Oh well. Oh, and I missed the final one too. Oh well. Well, still, we can still get him within so many turns. I'm basically just going to end up using all my third keys on this guy anyway, so. Yeah, it kind of sucks missing with the third key just because of how costly these things are. It means more money grinding later. Yeah, I didn't have the money at the time, but I kind of wish I had bought those bandit earrings way back in Asia, because you can't buy those again after you get to this point, so. Oh, now you cast Divine Punishment again. Yeah, Bloodsucker it is then. But yeah, keys here just in case if Alice runs out of MP, or if he runs out of MP, or our SP is about to run out. A combination of things. So I'm just, until that time comes, I'm just gonna have him keep doing damage until we get to that point. So. There we go. See? I can do 3 out of 5. And we get a couple of crits out of the way, too. And really the reason I'm using these third keys, folks, is really just to reduce how much time it's taking me to fight this guy because of his 10,000 HP. If he didn't have as much HP, I wouldn't worry about it too much. But this is why I'm doing it, so. I'll probably end up using the Key of Success, like maybe for the final boss or something like that, but if I'm using the Mind's Eye is roughly the better ability, as long as you're aware of where your ring is on the screen there. Yuri's probably the most preferable to use the Mind's Eye because his overall weapons have the bigger Judgement Ring. Although I think Haley has 1 or 2 weapons that allow for a decent. I could use a 5th key. I think I'm gonna just go back to regular attacks at this point. Haley, I think, has a weapon that gives a pretty large ring, but overall Yuri has the best ring growth, or best ring like area, so it's easier to do Mind's Eye with him. That's why I don't equip Mind's Eye to everyone else in the group. Oh, he's almost he's in wobbly mode, so not too many turns away. So yeah, I'll just use a Terror Extract again. Even though my MP is not doing too bad, I'm actually Keith's almost the one without out of MPs. Oh, you're gonna physically attack me, which a single cure is good enough. Because Divine Punishment doesn't do a ton of damage to me, so. I wouldn't even say this guy's. Whoops. I wouldn't even say this guy's really the most troublesome boss in the game, really. He just because of his Divine Punishment, I guess he's hard. But as long as you have Arc, you know, you're good to go, and enough mana healing items just in case he does Divine Punishment every turn. So far, he's not Divine Punishing me as often as I thought. Because I think I remember him doing that pretty regularly when I first played this game. Like, he would do it like every other turn. And that would usually mean Alice running out of MP within a reasonable amount of time. But no, in this case, we don't have to worry about it too much. And I guess just how the enemy AO works, I guess. You shouldn't have too many. It should only be a couple more turns, so. Yeah, Cure Alice. Yeah, I can't really risk getting a strike on, or a perfect on her, just because if I fail, she does die if he casts like Divine Punishment or physically attacks her or something like that. And there, well, yeah, see, that would have killed her if I didn't heal, if I had missed that heal or something like that, so. Taste the rainbow, mother. Yeah, pretty much. I've actually lost count with how much damage I've actually done to him, so I don't actually know how much I have left. My goal was 5 rounds because if I hit all of my shots perfectly with all my 3rd keys, that's why I bought 5 keys, because I thought that'd be enough. But the thing is, I missed with 2 of them, so that means I lost out on, like, you know, 1,200 points of damage. So yeah, I might just stick to attacking with Keith at this point. Just because, like I said, we're not that far off from finishing him, so. One more Divine Punishment? Because I think he's only got 1 more turn out of him. Yeah, unfortunately, there's really not much more strategy to this guy. Shadow Hearts is definitely not a game for, like, huge strategy. As long as you have a general concept of, like, how the game works, you can beat it. I think the reason why this game isn't as super difficult is because of the ring system. If this game didn't have the ring system, I think it would have been more complicated. But I think they're taking to the fact that you could possibly miss your rings, despite there being like a ton of items and abilities that I might go ahead and use depending on if Yuri doesn't finish him off this turn, I might use a pure root on Alice. Yeah, I know I have the cross on her, but I'd rather not waste her turn using her Anna's cross, because she's our healer. If she can't heal us, like, what if he like casts Divine Punishment and then she goes bonkers, you know? Then we're kind of SOL, you know what I mean? There we go. I thought he was almost done, so. Alright, nice. Yeah, we get the Holy Peak Staff, which is actually the best weapon for Zhu Jin, his ultimate weapon, so. Never gained a level. Oh, nice. I only had to do a little bit of grinding to max out the rest of my stuff, so. And that's it. So we beat the guy, and that's it for this place. So, all right. Now that we've got that, let's check the library for our accomplishments here. So, all right, we got the best. Oh, wait, no, that's... Oh, it's because of the order they're in. That's right, because of the way the dungeon works. So it's this here, which is weird because the cherubin is a more difficult enemy. So you think that would be farther on down the line, but yeah, whatever. Anyway, we got the buggy, creature that loves human flesh. It likes hot, moist areas and waits patiently for a woman or a child to pass by. If you hear wings rustling in the dark, watch out. Penalty: the creation god's mistake. It represents God and destroys anything that resembles or represents God. Oingo, fluid-like creature born from a dark, stagnant pond with a voice like thunder. It attacks all who would invade its territory. Now look at those eyes. Those things are creepy, man. And then finally the cherubin, malicious ghost that bears the same name as the angel of knowledge. It takes over children's bodies and devours them slowly. Tiny bells ring when it walks. All right, well that's it for a lot of the side quests. The rest of the side quests now are not really dungeons per se, and we've got the final dungeon to go to. So now that all that's left is the pit arena and one other thing we have to deal with. So really quickly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, I'm going to just fight a couple more enemies to get the earth and or fire and earth to level 3, and I'm going to do all those. So I'll be back after I get those set up. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, we took care of all the graveyard stuff, so everything's maxed out. So let's go to the graveyard and clean up the rest of our fusions and get our level 3s. Could have done this a while back, but it just took me a while to do it. So yeah, we got quite a few to go through. So let's just... How's my healing? Oh yeah, I'm good. So, all right. First, let's go to the wind one. From the seal of the grave, a soul glows in the eerie light as if the soul of a new creature is born. Fight the fusion? Yes. Yeah, I know they're all the same dialogue, so. Then we fight the final error. Summon the Saravi. I believe that's from Hindu mythology, if I recall. But yeah, just put your strongest summon, or if you want to use like Mad Bull and use magic on it, you can. But at this point, it's just basically to aim on. Because he's, like I say, he's our most physically powerful fusion at this point, just stat-wise. Everything's just, and he's neutral element, which means I'm not going to take extra damage from his element attacks and everything like that. So, this should only be like a couple of turns of doing this. And quite a few times when I've fought people with aim on, he's actually dodged their magic attacks and physical attacks sometimes. Not all the time, but it's happened quite often. It's kind of interesting. One more turn, I guess. And one of the problems with having a neutral element is you're not taking advantage of their... It's the sun. It's beautiful. Yeah, that's his the Saravi's final attack. Get hit with the sun. Take that, Sephiroth. Oh, you're actually taking more damage than I thought. So, no, we're almost done with you. Is that really what's called shock barrage? Seems inappropriate for what it actually is. But whatever. There we go. Alright, we got the Soul of Saravi. A desire to cry wells up within you. You receive the Soul of Saravi. Let's take a look at that soul there. Saravi, greater spirit of wind and lightning. Born from the uncontrolled soul of a harmonixer and a rock. Its power belies its appearance. Attack causes damage to all enemies nearby. And like I said before, for those who didn't watch the episode, to get rid of the question mark ability, all you have to do is have Yuri go berserk while in one of the fusions. He'll automatically use it first. It does cost MP, so you have to have the MP to use it, but he'll automatically use it, then you learn it. So not too difficult. So yeah, sorry I haven't been reading the dialogue descriptions for all the summons. Actually, I probably should just wait till I get the rest of them and then do that and go down, because I never read all of them off. So alright, let's just use some, like, I don't know, some Terror Seeds or something like that just to heal me up. Actually, how's my... oh yeah, I don't really need the crucifixes for these guys. They don't do anything weird. So let me get a way to get a bit more damage. Actually, might be able to beat him if I do that too. So we can double our damage with a small jug. So anyway, let's handle the Earth Summon. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. All right, we fight the final fusion, Lobo. Lobo, did you pop out DC Comics? Are you like a bounty hunter or something like that? Nah, it's basically Wolfman or whatever you want to call it. So, man, Wolfman's got nards. At least I'm doing a little bit more damage. The only problem with doing the small jug is I do have to beat him within so many turns. Otherwise, I have to be. Otherwise, I'll have to heal myself. Otherwise, I go berserk in this form. Nuts. Yeah, he has the heal ability, so. Oh well. Luckily, he won't heal every other turn, but he does heal, like, a couple of times, if I recall. It's always annoying when enemies can heal, you know what I mean? Maybe I shouldn't have quit the small jug. I thought maybe I would have be able to beat him fast enough, but because now he's gonna cast his armor on himself. So, oh well, I did buy pure extracts, so if I really came down to it, so he's almost dead. But I'm probably not gonna be able to finish him off in this turn, so. Well, maybe, actually. Let's see. Let's try a Demonic Ray, see what, how much damage that does. If not, I'll finish him off in Berserk mode anyway, so. There we go. I mean, I could probably finish that off with melee, but. Hey, we got the Soul of Lobo. A feeling of anger overcomes you. You receive the Soul of Lobo, so. Yeah, let me go ahead and take off the, yeah, it did more damage, but it was pretty close on the damage there, so. Or on the SP there, so. Let's do the water fusion this time. Alright, we got Egil, the final. Excuse me. The final fusion for water. And like before, we're just going to attack him. Yeah, I know, I could probably, summon my fire guy and just do that, but, I should have healed myself before. Oh well. Oh, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Although even with your physical evade, my agility is pretty decent, so you shouldn't be able to like really mess me up too badly. Now what are you doing? Oh, it's like tears in the rain. Yeah, he heals himself. Oh, dang it. Oh well. Yeah, luckily they don't do that heal ability every time. That would be kind of annoying if they did do that every other second. Man, what is wrong with me today? I messed up during that one fight, and now I'm messing up here, so I have to actually heal. Might as well, do a Terror Root, just. Now appears his big attack. Big Bang Attack! Except does the same damage as his physical, so. There we go. Oh, he actually dodged one of my attacks. Huh. Crazy, huh? There we go, that should finish him off. As long as they hit, We get the Soul of Egil, whatever. feeling of emptiness fills your heart. You receive the soul of Egil. Alright, let's go and heal ourselves again. And finally do the final one, the one of fire. So let's fight this thing. And obviously you could summon Egil if you wanted to fight against this guy, but either way, we're fighting Foron. I don't recall where he's from, like mythology-wise. You'd think I would, playing Shin Megami Tensei games and all this other stuff, but you think I'd remember every single, like, reference, or Final Fantasy where they reference all these other mythologies, but, nah. I'm getting 400 damage per go, pretty much. I'm just gonna beef up his physical attack. He's a beefy guy. Luckily he can't heal himself, so we can just go on out with our damage. And there is a reason why we want to get all these level 3 guys, because we needed to get the final fusion of the game. Spoilers, there's one more fusion. But we have to get everyone's like rank 3s and everything with that, so that's why I'm doing all this and showing all this stuff up. So. And you do have to get Amon, by the way. If you miss Amon, you can't get the final fusion of the game. So, yeah, it means having to replay the game from scratch or beating the game and doing New Game Plus. There is a New Game Plus in this game, by the way. I never mentioned it before because it wasn't that big of a deal, but yeah. It's one of those old school New Game Pluses where it basically keeps everything you got in the game, levels and everything like that, and you get to take it over to replay the game again. A feeling of regret envelops you. You've received the soul of Foron, whatever. So, and that's it for all the summons except for the final one of the game. Let's go over those while we're here. So, actually read them this time. Raging Tiger. Tiger-like lesser earth spirit, incarnation of Homonixer's furious soul. It wields the power of the earth, and its roar can shake the valleys. Mad Bull. Mid-level earth spirit formed by the wounding spirit of a bull. Wielding rocks, it leaves a wake of destruction. Lobo. Greater earth spirit formed by the hunger soul of a wolf. Controls even space-bound rocks. It is said that its howls frighten even demons of the underworld. And off-screen, I'm going to get their third abilities unlocked. I don't think you have to do this for the final thing, but I'm going to do it anyway just for completion's sake. But anyway. Mandragon, lesser water spirit formed by the frozen soul of a dragon, wields the power of rain and illusion, disperses 7-colored fog from its body. Dragner, mid-level spirit formed by the frozen soul of an ice dragon, wields the power of water and ice. Whatever touches it is temporarily frozen. Eagle, greater spirit formed from the frozen black soul of Tiamat, wields the power of dark illusion. The icy needles it fires are said to bring painless death. Inferno, lesser soul spirit formed by the fusion of a fiery soul and a demon, shoots fireballs from its 4 flaming arms. Mid-level spirit formed from a flaming soul and a fire demon. Its power have been witnessed in many cultures under many different names, the Ifrit. And finally, the Foron, greater spirit formed by the flaming soul of a powerful demon. It is said that he once stood at the head of the hordes of hell. Tornado, lesser spirit formed by the Homonixer's unbound spirit and a thunderbird, wields the power of the winds. Thunderbird is Native American mythology. Icarus, formed from the lofty souls of a Homonixer and a bird demon. The beat of its powerful wings are said to be felt even in the underworld. Greece story about the man who flew too close to the sun type of situation. Saravi, I believe it's Hindu, Anyway, greater spirit formed by the uncontrolled soul of a Homonixer and a rock. Its power belies its appearance, and attack causes damage to all enemies nearby. Oh yeah, I read that one already. Heaven's Fiend, lesser spirit, which is the incarnation of the human spirit, uses the power of light as protection for allies, and occasionally fires arrows of light. Baldo, mid-level spirit of light and stars, the living incarnation of the adventurous soul, excels in healing those in need. Sandolphon, holy spirit of light and the living incarnation of curiosity. Any evil thing caught in its light is sent in torment back to the netherworld. I believe that's also from Christian mythology. The Death Emperor, lesser spirit of darkness, formed from the hate-filled soul of a raging demon. He is said to appear as a demon shrouded in a black mist. Charon is Greek mythology. The ferries people over to the underworld. Mid-level spirit formed from a rancorous soul and a pit fiend. Its hard bones and sharp claws leave all who face it shuddering with dread. Chernabog, which is a demon. I believe, honestly, I'm trying to remember Chernabog original incarnation from. I think that's Greek too, but I could be wrong. Greater spirit formed from the soul despair and a duke of hell, a harbinger of doom for all who fall under the shadow of its fearsome dark wings. And Amon, arrayed in black, the lord of all the soul spirits, is said to have powerful influence over life, death, even karma. And that's it for that. Well, except for the final one instead, so. All right. Hey, what's this thing here? Didn't I try to read it before? Rest in peace, Alice Elliot. That's definitely what's carved on the tiny tombstone. What? Alice's name? Why is that there? Well, if that's there, does that mean that there's a chance that Alice will not survive this thing? Can we beat the foreign mess? Is there a way to do it? We'll find out next time in the next episode of Shadow Hearts. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.